What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man, Jay Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy. Before you end up like Beezy, man, make sure y'all follow my Instagram and Twitch in the description down below. Everything you know about your boy Jay, it's in the description down below, man. You know, subscribe to my second channel as well. But dang, man, I've seen this man around. You know, actually seen a couple of his videos. You know what I mean? And I actually seen the video of him getting shot, bro. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, and it was very, very disturbing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, dang, he woke up in the morning, you know, like, and I even went to his page, bro, and I'm like, dang, he just posted like 11 hours ago. And I'm like, dang, like that's why I always say in God's will. I always say in God's will. Like, this one question that that pisses me off. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Y'all hear that question like around a lot. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Bro, I don't even know if I'm going to be alive tomorrow. In God's will, bro. This man was just here. Now he dead and gone. All over what? Nothing is all bro did was speak his truth, man. You know, I seen a couple videos. All he did was speak his truth, man. And one thing that people cannot stand more than anything is people that speaks the truth, man. You know, and one thing that's lacking in human society today is, even if it's not the truth what he's speaking, like, can we just like accept other people's opinions about things? See, a lot of people think that in today's world, if it's not the way that I think, then it's wrong. I ain't gonna lie, that's the most ignorant way to think. Now, if it's factual, you cannot go back and forth with me when it comes to facts. I know it's probably crazy, but people try to go back and forth with me when I state facts. Now, you cannot go back and forth with me when it comes to factual things. Truth, evidence, what I'm speaking, you can't go back and forth with me with that. But opinions, we can have a discussion. But a lot of y'all think that your opinions is facts, and it's not. A lot of humans cannot accept other humans' opinions. Can't. I'm gonna give you an example because there's probably some ignorant people watching me today right now. 2 + 2 = 4. That's a fact. Me saying that Kobe Bryant is better than LeBron James, that's an opinion. You see what I'm saying? Now you can't argue with me that 2 + 2 = 4. Dude, 2 + 2 is not 4, it's 5. That's a different type of discussion. How are you trying to argue me with a fact? But you can argue with me about, no, I think LeBron is better than Kobe Bryant. You know, bro, LeBron is not better than Kobe Bryant, bro. Kobe Bryant is better than LeBron. You see what I'm saying? How can I get mad at his opinion? It's not a fact that I think that Kobe Bryant is better than LeBron. It's an opinion. You got people that think LeBron is better than Kobe. You got people think that Kobe better than LeBron. You got people think that Jordan better than LeBron. It's opinions, bro. So dang, just because you don't agree with what Charlie Kirk said, and you go out and kill him? That means you go out and kill him? And I can promise you, because I seen a couple videos, I can promise you most of the time he was speaking the truth. I got to realize in this world, this is a fake world that we're living in. You got to understand, man, I wish I had my Bible right beside me. This world crucified a perfect man. A man that literally came down and did everything right. Tell the truth and everything. This world persecuted him. That's what you got to understand, the type of world that you're in. We're in a fake world that doesn't like real. I know, honestly, if this was to happen to me today, I know if I was to die tomorrow, people will celebrate my death. People will celebrate my death because people like me, they kill. They can't stand people like Charlie Kirk, people that speak the truth. People that speaks the truth, people that's not afraid to go against the grain, they kill people like us. Do y'all not understand that the people that die is the real ones? The real ones die and the fake ones here. The world is fake, bro. In my whole entire life, and I'm again to the video, long live Charlie Kirk. But in my whole entire life, y'all, I promise you, despite my brother, my sister, my dad, and my mom, it's rare And this is why I don't have friends for real. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I got two, you know what I'm saying? 2 or 3, but I don't really even hang out with them for real, but really by myself. But out of my whole life, y'all, I've met more fake than, like, I've met way more weird and fake people than I've met real people. Like, it's really hard. Like, it's not a cliche when people say this. Where people be like, real is rare. That junk is rare. It's for me, I enjoy, like, if it came to Charlie Kirk, excuse me, bro, I would love to talk to somebody like this, because it's just like, for me, I feel like I'm real. I love when people tell me when I'm wrong. I love when people, like, even when it comes to the Bible, that's one reason why people don't like the word. That's one people why people are so against Christianity, because Christianity goes against them. Christianity challenges them. It convicts them, you know? So it's like, dang, it's like, yeah, tell me about myself, man. You know what I'm saying? If I don't agree with it, now, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna just agree with anything you say. But, you know, it's just like, humans, man, just, it's a lot of fake people out here, man. It's more fake than real for sure. You know what I mean? Just to kill Charlie Kirk, you killed him for no reason. Don't try to justify why you killed him. You killed him because you didn't like how he was speaking his truth, and you didn't agree with it, so you killed him. You know what I mean? Don't try to justify this killing. But long live Charlie Kirk, man, and you know, people like us die. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? And one thing about me, I'm gonna continue to speak my truth, whether it's about my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, whether it's about anything, I'm continue to speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because in my opinion, I'm not gonna say I'm just like Charlie Kirk, but I have a whole lot of people that, you know, that doesn't like me as well. You know what I mean? And that just come with you telling the truth. You know what I mean? So Charlie Kirk, man, long live you though, man. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, you know, RP, man.
We are hearing from
I seen the video. It was crazy.
President Trump. He is on his Truth Social platform saying that Charlie Kirk has passed away. So again, I'm going to read to you what the president said. The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me. And now he is no longer with us. Melania and my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife, Erica, and family. Charlie, we love you. So again, President Trump telling us at this hour that Charlie Kirk has died. Kirk was shot at an event at Utah Valley University earlier today.
And it's one thing that I've been realizing, and it's like, bro, I've been seeing a lot of mass shootings lately. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't surprise me, like, what's going on, like the world's getting evil and evil. Like, things that's happening, it doesn't surprise us Christians, us Christ followers, bro, like, about what's happening. You know what I mean? Like, everybody, like, the world is so cruel. The world needs to change. It's not going to change, y'all. For everybody that's watching this, it's only going to get darker and darker and darker. It's not going to change. The world's not going to get better. So do not expect, don't pray to God about, yeah, try to be the light in the darkness. That's what I'm trying to do. Be a light in the darkness. Of course, try to be the light in the darkness, but don't think that Christianity saves your life. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that, don't think that, yeah, me being a Christ follower, it makes me immortal from dying. Makes me immortal from getting killed. You better look at what happened to his apostles. You know what I'm saying? You better look at what happened to God's, Jesus' apostle. You better look what happened to him. It doesn't save us. You know what I'm saying? We can die standing for the Lord. We can die. We can get mauled. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, man. But be the light in the darkness, bro. But this world's not going to get any better. It's only going to get darker and darker and darker. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, it was like a week ago, bro. I swear I was seeing mass shootings every day, bro. I don't know what the freak, like, I was like, bro, notifications kept popping on my phone, mass shooting. Shooting happened at this place. Shooting, I'm like, dang, wow, the world is really getting more evil. Stabbing happened at Walmart. It was like a mass shooting down there every day, bro.
Shortly after noon, according to the university, there was a single shot that rang out. He was shot in the neck, and now the President of the United States, someone that Charlie Kirk was close to, is reporting that he has died. I want to bring in Kristen Holmes. She is live for us at the White House. Again, Kristen, we're of course mourning Charlie Kirk. This is a man who, he was 31 years old.
31.
He had two very small children, 3 and 1 ages, I believe. He is someone who was very close to the President of the United States, close to the Trump family, someone who played a critical role, if you talk to people around the President, in the President winning his second term. What are you hearing from those close to us? We, of course, read the statement that just came through from President Trump.
It's a very somber mood here. People are very upset. It's not just at the White House, it's really among Republicans as a whole. The Republican Party has become the party of Trump, the MAGA movement, and Charlie Kirk was really at the heart of all of that. He is credited with a huge portion of Trump's win in 2024. He was on the ground. He created an entire system to get young voters out and excited and enthusiastic about Trump. And it's not just as though he was some kind of outside influencer. He was very close to the president himself.
And for me, bro, I'm never going to speak on something like one thing that people got to understand is that the president, Trump, doesn't run this world. You know what I mean? Like, that right there was like a clean shot. I seen the video, like, right to the neck. Right? It was a clean shot. And it's like, I'm not gonna act like what I say is a fact, but it's like, I just feel like things are just way deeper than what we know. I don't feel like a regular person shot and killed this man. That's how I feel. I'm not saying it's right how I feel, but, you know, it's just, man, you got a whole lot of dark things going on in this world, y'all. You feel me? You gotta understand the people that runs this world is the people that we do not see. I'm telling y'all. If you think that President Trump runs this country, must be out your dang mind. It's your dang mind, man. You gotta understand, he is the face of this country. That man don't run this country. To the people that you don't see, the people that you don't see are the ones that's running this country. And if you go against what they say, y'all seen what happened to John F. Kennedy? Y'all think that was a regular person that sniped him? I think that was a regular person that killed John F. Kennedy, man. This stuff gets deep, man. Got some evil folks in this world. You know what I mean? If you don't go with what they say, they will kill you. They will kill you. Yes. So I'm not saying this will happen to Charlie Kirk. Well, all I'm saying is, it gets deep, man. This world is evil, man. Stop thinking that everything you see is what it is. No. No. So I'm not saying that, oh yeah, you know, yeah, it's some assassin, but just saying. Hear me? Got people that run this. I'm just saying. I'm just an open-minded dude. I ain't a closed-minded dude, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just, man, it's a dark and evil world that we live in, yo.
I know specific examples of times that the two of them went back and forth over various issues. When Charlie thought something was important to the MAGA base, he brought it to the president's attention. There are some people who believe that Charlie had his finger on the pulse of Trump's base more than even some of his own cabinet officials. He had a huge following and, again, was so close to the family, to President Trump himself. And one of the things, you know, I continue to bring up is the fact that there was a lot of conversation during the transition as to potentially making Charlie Kirk part of the administration. But the ultimate decision was that he was more influential, had more power outside of being in a government position. He had been in Washington a number of times. He had been here with his family. He went to swearing-ins of numerous officials because he was so close.
So many people coming to see him, bro.
He went to swearing-ins of numerous officials.
Some people probably didn't like that.
He was so close to those officials. He had direct lines to almost, if not all, cabinet secretaries. I can tell you a number of them spoke to him personally. He was incredibly powerful and influential within this administration, and it feels from those that I'm talking to as though they've lost a member of their team. It is really critical to point out here just how important he was to the election, but also to President Trump. I had one person tell me that Trump considered him to be like family, and that's likely why you're seeing Trump as the one who is announcing his passing, not his family. All of this was done in conjunction They've been in constant touch with the family, with Charlie's team, getting updates, trying to figure out what exactly happened on the ground. Now, no indication, no word if President Trump is actually going to also make a statement other than this Truth Social post. I know that they are in touch still with everyone close to Charlie's family, with his team at Turning Point, with the team around him, just trying to make sense of what happened. But I will tell you, I talked to, again, a number of officials within the administration who are close to President Trump who just can't wrap their head around what happened earlier today.
Of course they can't. Kristen Holmes, stand by for us as we continue to cover this story. I want to bring back our Scott Jennings. Scott, first of all, I'm sorry for your loss. I know this is somebody that you knew. What are your reflections on his life, his legacy in this moment?
Well, Charlie was one of the most unique and special people in the conservative movement today. What he was able to build, the people he was able to organize, was just so large and powerful. He was able to convince people to get involved in politics that might not have otherwise done so.
Yeah, in my opinion, I don't really get involved in politics. Like, I really don't know what be going on, honestly. You know what I mean? I just, because, you know, I don't know. That told you, I'm a Christian man, so God said, man, that, you know, I basically, you know what I'm saying, like, the fight is not against flesh. I'm trying to remember, your fight is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of the dark evil. So it's like, for me, I don't really trust, you know, Trump. I don't, like, politics, I don't really care about it. I just feel like I'm not looking at Trump to save me. I feel like a lot of people that votes looking for somebody to save them. What's the point of me voting? That's how I look. Like, what's the point of me voting? Like, it's like, okay. It's like, okay. They fought for me to vote. Appreciate y'all for fighting. But it's like, what's the point of me for voting? Like, it's like, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Stop looking for people to save you. I feel like a lot of y'all looking for Trump to save you like he's God. You can't save me. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. My president is God. That's my president. My president is God. My ruler is God. That's why I look to save me. I don't be looking for Trump to save me. What's the point of me going and voting? Why? Dude, you know, it's important to vote because, you know, it's important, you know, this can happen and that can, if it happens, it happens. Oh my God. If it happens, it happens. I'm a Christian man. I know when I leave here, I'm going to be a better place than this anyways. I'm not worried about this life. I'm not worried about this temporary freaking life. I'm not living in fear. A lot of y'all living in fear, thinking that Trump going to save you. Trump going to be the savior. You know what I'm saying? Trump isn't my savior. Trump can't save me from what's coming. He can't save me. I never voted a day in my life, and I'm not going to vote. For what reason? Whoever in the White House, and whatever's going to happen, going to happen. That's how I live. You know what I mean? Like I told y'all in other, it's not going to get any better, bro. Stop expecting the world to get better. It's not going to get better. It's going to get more evil. It's going to get more worse. It's already biblical written, bro. It's not going to get better. No matter who the president is. It's going to continue to get evil and evil and evil. Things are finna start happening that you can't even like understand. Yes. Yes. It's nothing that you can control, bro. You got to understand this is out of your hands, man. You understand? You can't control this. Trump cannot control this. It is written. What's the point of me voting? What's like? I understand. I just want to understand. What's the point of you voting? What, somebody can save you, so somebody can make your life easier? President ain't never done nothing for me. Matter if it's Barack. You know what I'm saying? Trump. What the freak it is. Can't do nothing for me that God can do for me. What can you do for me that God can't? That's how I look at it. What can you do for me? God can't. You think God cares about voting? I read the Bible. I read the whole Old Testament. You know what I'm saying? He had kings. The government was around. All this been around, y'all. It's been around. But did he say thou shalt vote? Was that in the commandments? Thou shalt vote. I thought thou shalt not murder. I didn't think thou shalt vote. You thou shalt vote. Thou shalt vote or you ought to go to hell. Is it a commandment I gotta vote? Is it a man-made thing or is it a God thing? Anything that God says, bro, you know, if God doesn't say it, and if God said in his commandments I have to vote, then I'll vote. You think I'm gonna vote because a man? People tell me to vote. People? Be serious, man. Give a dang about voting. I don't give a dang about the president. I don't give a dang. Whatever happens, happens. That's how I live. I live in no fear. Whatever happens, happens. I don't care about voting. I would never vote. Because in reality, bro, let's start thinking about this. You don't have the power of nothing else. You think they finna give you the power, bro, to put somebody in White House? They just want you to believe that your vote matters. That's what I'm saying. You got to be a smart dude. Be open-minded. What power do they give you? Everybody, you're suppressed. You don't have no type of say-so when it comes to the United States. You're suppressed. You know what I'm saying? You don't. When it comes to major moves being made in the United States, you don't have no say-so in that. But when it comes to the White House, when it comes to the most powerful position in the United States, you have a say-so. Do you know how dumb that sounds? They make you feel like your vote matters, but in reality, the people that you do not see chooses who they want in that White House. Not you. You think you choose who you think you choose who you want in the White House? You think they're gonna give you that type of power? They don't give you power for nothing else, but they finna give you the power to put somebody in the White House. They're gonna put who they want to put in there. They've been knew they want to put Trump in there. I don't know. The people that you don't see, they knew they've been wanting to put Trump in there, man. Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Your vote doesn't matter, bro. They're gonna put who they want to put in there, regardless of your vote.
He did on these campuses.
Can't believe I actually trust these people.
Events. Thousands of people were showing up.
Y'all trust these people?
Not for a rock concert, not for a sporting event, but for American politics.
Care about American
He
politics.
inspired all these kids to be involved in their country. This is unequivocally a good legacy. He was also a godly person.
For sure. That's what I'm saying. He spoke on God. That's what I'm saying. He spoke on God, debates and everything. That's why I was like, dang, lone little Charlie Kirk, man. You know what I'm saying?
Spoke about his faith.
For sure.
Openly. He was unapologetic about his views. I think what's been said about Charlie having his hand on the finger on the pulse of the MAGA base is true. But what's also true is that he was enormously influential in that when an issue was emerging, when something was happening and people were sorting out their own views on it, how should I feel about this? Charlie was one of the first people they turned to see where's Charlie going to be on this issue, and how's he processing it, how's he analyzing it, and how does he think the young conservative should view whatever the issue happened to be. So it wasn't that he was just reflecting people, he was leading people, he was influencing people. When he did something, when he said something, when he took a stand on an issue, you can bet that people would move. And so what he did to organize these young kids, to bring conservative values and views into public spaces that aren't normally thought of as places where conservatives would gather, was enormously courageous. It took a lot of damn guts to do it.
Real.
And we'll never forget Charlie for being that next generation of conservative leader, rallying people.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, bro. All these people coming to see Charlie. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, man. Powerful. That's, whether you like it or not, that's powerful, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand, man, this it's about people. That's one thing I started to sit back and, like, look at life. I'm like, dang, like, life really isn't about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you start getting closer to God, it's like, dang, life really isn't about me. Like it's really to serve people. It's really to first serve God and serve people. He even said it was like, those who steal shall not steal no more. Put your hands to work, and the money that you get, give it to those in need. It's like, it's really about serving God and serving people. Like, this life isn't about you. Like, even if you mislead people, that's a sin. It's like, just like people, man. It's just like, even though I got trust issue when it comes to people, it's like, I love people, I ain't gonna lie. But just guiding people. Like, I've got people that told me that, and it felt good. I'm like, dang, like people said I changed their life, bro. Like I brought them closer to Christ. You know how good that felt? Like, dang, like brought you closer to Christ, bro. Me, bro, leading people in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Like you being a leader and having all these followers follow. You know what I'm saying? Like very powerful, Charlie, man. I mean, some people scared of that power, man. You know what I'm saying? Some people scared of that power. Like for me, I'm not gonna lie, Charlie. For me, I couldn't do what you do. I'm gonna keep it G with you. I'm very paranoid. And this is exactly why I can't do what you do right here. I just can't. You know what I mean? Because it's like at the end of the day, Charlie must have thought that everybody in the crowd supported him, but it was just somebody in that crowd that wanted him dead. You always got that one. Everybody in that crowd ain't support Charlie. You had some people in that crowd that couldn't stand Charlie. They wanted to see Charlie dead. Everybody in that crowd ain't support Charlie. He probably thought he did. But no. There's some people that wanted this to happen to Charlie, and it happened. It's always that one person. That's why I just said, for me, I can't do this, man.
When you might not have thought it was cool to do so, but he did it anyway. And he made it cool. And he made it, honestly, Charlie Kirk was a destination for a lot of young conservatives, and
Well,
we're going to miss him.
Scott, I mean, one thing, it's worth just noting how young
31,
he was.
bro.
I mean, he started this organization back in 2012.
31.
He was 18 years old.
Yeah.
He's 31 today. I mean, even, I think the Trump people at the beginning sort of raised an eyebrow. They thought, this kid, like, what does he know?
Yeah.
And he showed them all that he actually had what you are talking about. He had something.
He did. He had a charisma, and he had an ability to make politics engaging for that audience. You know, he took something that some young people might find to be boring or out of reach,
Yeah.
and he made it relevant and interesting for them. And once he had them, and once they were involved, he had then this ability to motivate them to do something with that. If you've ever been to one of these Turning Point USA rallies, I went to the one in Tampa just a few weeks ago, and I was honored. He invited me to speak there. It was the first time I had done so. And it's just arena full of young people. Some are in college, some are in high school, you know, some are just young adults. And their enthusiasm and zeal for the future of our country and how you change it for the better, and how they arrived at that was so inspiring. The way they arrived at it was because they were inspired by someone who knew how to use his voice, knew how to engage in debate and political rhetoric. What he was doing was the opposite of what's happened to Charlie. You know, what's happened to him is violent, but he was using his words and his speech, which is our first protected freedom in this country. And so we're going to miss Charlie, and we pray for his wife and those babies. He leaves behind a young family. You know, people like this who exist in the public sphere, we know them as public actors, and we see them in front of crowds, and we see them on TV, and we hear them on the radio. But they go home at night too, and they open a front door, and they hug a wife.
Right. No cap, bro. Gotta realize he got a family too, man. You know what I'm saying? Babies, 3 and 1. You know what I'm saying? Got a wife that's devastated. You know what I'm saying? Used to seeing him walk through the door every day now. Oh, yeah, right, bro.
And they hug children, and they put them down, and they oversee the toothbrushing and everything, just like the rest of us. And so there's that side of them that we don't often think about, but Charlie was doing that too. So I just think in moments like this, it's easy to analyze the politics, but you know, there was Charlie the husband and Charlie the father, and he'll be missed forever.
Dang, Charlie Kirk, man. Yeah, y'all, Charlie Kirk, dead at the age of 31, chat. Crazy. So Charlie Kirk, man.